Steph, I'm back. We're on 149, EX149, down at the bottom of the page. We're going to calculate the calories burned during Daniel's first workout. So let's select cell L21. So let's go down here. The L column doesn't look like it's been used here, so we're going to be putting something new in there, right there, L21. And we're going to enter a label that says calories burned. Don't need to scream that. Calories burned. And then in cell L22, click on L22. We're going to enter the formula equals P20 times C11 times K22 divided by 125.7 1 4 3. So again, double check that number. You want to make sure we got the math right. 125.7143, P20, C11, K22. Okay, and let's enter that. That should have the his calories burned there. Should be 376.1306,391, and my math is correct. So that's the total exercise time. So cell L22 displays that. That's at the first workout what he burned. Looks pretty impressive. I don't know the calories in a donut, but he might be able to go out and eat one, reward himself. Select cell L22, and let's decrease the number of decimal points. So let's go up here, decrease the number of decimal points, make that just down to 1 decimal. So there we go. It should have 376.1 when you're done with that. Now copy the formula in cell L22 and paste that to the range L23 through L24. So again, I'll just use the copy button this time, and we can paste that in L23 through L44. Okay, notice we've got some error values and error indicators there. So first few values seem somewhat reasonable, but then as we look at some of the workouts, they show no calories burned. Well, that's kind of depressing, and that's because they followed by cells displaying that sharp value rather than a number. Obviously something went wrong when we copied and pasted that formula. That's kind of our heads up. Hey, you did it wrong, Steph. And so if you got that, it's both good and an opportunity for improvement. So let's view the formula, see if we can decipher what went south for us. So double click on cell L31. So go up here to, you can hit the escape key, go to L31. This is where things went south. So double click there. Okay. And in the edit mode, which we are now, you can see your cursor flashing. The cell references used in the formula are color-coded to match the corresponding cells. Observe that cell L31 contains the formula P29 C20 times K31 divided by 125.7143. As I scroll over to page 152 in my book on step 3, I look at the first cell reference in the formula. The first cell containing, the first cell reference is to P29 containing the text fitness level. That's text, instead of cell P20, which contains the MET's value for workout routine 5. So the formula is attempting to multiply the text times the value, but you can't multiply text and values. That's the problem causing that error. So let's look at the second cell reference in the formula. The second cell reference is to cell C20, which is an empty cell, rather than to cell C11 containing Daniel's weight. And then if you look at the third cell there, this one here, let's take a look at it. It says it's to K31, right? So yeah, we got K32, K31 there. So we've got, as you can see, that contains total exercise times of a 10th workout, the correct cell reference. So we've got to figure out how to make that right, and we're going to do that here in this next little bit. So as I kind of have you do the reading on those next few pages, please, again, don't blow past that. You need to read that. On page EX156, now that you've done all that reading, I'm going to revise the calories burned formulas to use what's called absolute reference instead of relative reference. And this is going to make all the difference in the world. So let's double click L22. Go back up here to L22. Double click that. And we're going to be editing it. So click immediately to the left of the cell reference P20. So look where it says P20 and click right to the left of that. And we're going to type a $sign. That's going to tell Excel that we want to use an absolute reference, and then press the key here to move the insertion point between the letter P and 20. So use the arrow key, and right there between the P and the 20, we're going to put a $sign. Okay. Again, that's going to tell it that the complete absolute reference is now $P, $20. Let's double click the cell reference C11 in the formula to select it. So C11. Okay, double click it there, and then press the F4 key, the function key F4 up on the top of your keyboard. Wow, that was even easier than keying in all the $signs, wasn't it? It gave it an absolute reference, $C, $11. Now the formula is $P, $20 times $C times $11 times K22 divided by 125.7143. Let's press the enter key to accept that, because that is the new and revised and improved formula. It's again 376.1 calories burned displayed in the cell. It's unchanged because, well, that was the first formula, but watch what happens as we copy that and paste it through L23 through L44. So copy that, newly revised, Control plus C, and then paste that L23 to L44. Control V as in Victor. Voila! That's what we were after. Now, let's format that range with the, so let's again format that range. We're going to do that with the cell style. So go up here to cell styles, pull that down, and the cell style we want to choose is called calculation over here. Much better. I like what I see. Good job, everybody. Let's calculate the running totals of the calories burned here. See if we can do that. So in cell M21, click on M21. And we're going to give it a title. We're going to say in that label calories subtotal. Calories subtotal, and then select the range L22 to L44. And let's do the quick analysis again here. So again, Control plus Q if you didn't get it there. So L22 to L24. Or L44, excuse me, said the wrong thing. Don't want to confuse you. L22 to L44, and then let's do the quick analysis. And we want to do the totals category. And then scroll to the right at the end of the totals tool there. And we want running total. This one right here, running total. That's it, right? Running total. So we want to see if that's what we're after there. Again, you can select that range. So you want us to select the range L22 to L44. So L22 to L44. That's the calories burned during each workout, right? And let's just make sure those calories burned during each workout are correct. And if they're not, let's check them and see what happened there. Let's go back to the formula. It should say $P, right? $20, okay, times C, $C times $11 times K22 divided by 125.7143, right? And that should do it for us. It's all on L22 there. And then we pasted that in L23 through L44. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's stop here for a second and we'll continue the video soon.